Hello everyone, myself Dr. D.M. Chavan, Assistant Professor in Chemistry, Indira Magadalekwa, District Yavatmal. Dear friends, all of you know about the fats and oils as we are daily consuming it because it is the important components of our diet. Fats and oils have various sources such as plants and animal sources. Though fats and oils are important constituent of our diet, but when it accumulates in excess amount in our body, it causes various heart problems. As it is directly related to our heart problem, it is necessary to study the chemistry of oils and fats. Now, what is fats? Fats are one of the three micronutrients. They are stable and ideal source of energy. There are 9 calories in every gram of fats. Example, butter, cheese, meat. These are the examples of fats. Now, what is oil? Oil is nothing but the fats. The fats which are liquid at room temperature are called as oils. Example, vegetable oils, canola oils, olive oils. These are the examples of the oils. But structurally, both fats and oils are same. The chemical structure of fats and oils are same. Now, what is the chemical structure of fats? Fats are triglyceride esters of fatty acids. The basic building blocks of fats is the fatty acids. It is the examples of fatty acid as it is made up of the glycerol parts and fatty acid parts, where R dash, R double dash and R triple dash, they are the long chain hydrocarbons of the fatty acid. It is the esters of glycerol. Now, classification of fatty acid. Fatty acids are classified into two main types, that is saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acid. Unsaturated fatty acids are of two types, that is monounsaturated and polyunsaturated. We discuss one by one. First, we discuss about the saturated fatty acid. As the saturated fatty acid name indicates, it does not contain any double bonds and it comes from the animal sources. These are solid at room temperature. Its sources are cheese, meat, palm oil. These are the sources of the saturated fatty acid. Example is the butyric acid. Now, what is the monounsaturated fatty acids? As the mono means one, it contains only one double bond. These fats are semi-solid in nature, generally liquid at room temperature. Its sources are peanut oil, vegetable oils, almonds, cashews. These are the sources of the monounsaturated fats. An example is the oleic acid. Now, what is the polyunsaturated fats? As the name indicates, poly means many. It contains more than one double bonds in its basic structure. It is semi-liquid at room temperature. And soybean oil, sunflower oil, corn oil, cottonseed oils. These are the sources of the polyunsaturated fats. Linolenic acid is the example of the polyunsaturated fats. Now, what are the nature of double bonds in fats and oil? We are discussed in detail. In all fats and oils, there are two fatty acids, that is cis fatty acids and trans fatty acids. Two types of fatty acids are present in nature, but nature always provides us the cis fatty acid because cis fatty acid is good for our health. Now, what is the trans fats? It is an unsaturated fats molecules and can exist in solid state. Trans fat can cause heart diseases. Example, partially hydrogenated vegetable oils. As we discussed earlier, when the cis fatty acids are heated, it directly converted into the trans fatty acids as it is very dangerous to our health problems. Now, what is cholesterol? The fat-like substance which is present in blood is known as the cholesterol. After entry of fats in body, it converted into the cholesterol. In our body, it combines with the proteins which is named as lipoprotein. For it performs different functions in our body. It produces hormones and bile acids which helps in digestion. Now, what the cholesterol functions in our body? Even though it is helpful, too much cholesterol in blood is harmful. It deposits on surface of artery. It leads to the heart attacks. Cholesterols are of two types, that is HDL, that is high density lipoproteins, and low density lipoproteins. Now, HDL cholesterol. HDL cholesterol is high density lipoproteins. It is healthy, good kind of cholesterol. It carries excess cholesterol from the blood to the liver. HDL carries cholesterol back to the liver for elimination. Polyunsaturated oil increases the HDL levels in our body. Now, what is LDL cholesterol? LDL stands for low density lipoproteins. It refers as bad kind of cholesterol. LDLs are found in liver and carry cholesterol to the artery. It referred as bad because if too much LDL cholesterol in the blood, it build up in the arteries and increase chance of heart attack. Now, one question arises in our mind: why LDL is referred as bad kind of cholesterol, whereas HDL is referred as good kind of cholesterol? HDL eliminates cholesterol from the body, whereas LDL carries the cholesterol to the arteries and it deposits on the surface of arteries, and which leads to the heart problems. Therefore, LDL referred as the bad kind of cholesterol. The less unsaturated oil increases the LDL levels in our body. Now, what is the relations of HDL and LDL? Saturated fats increases the HDL and LDL cholesterol levels in the blood, whereas monounsaturated fats increases the HDL and lowers the LDL cholesterol in the blood. Therefore, you always prefer the unsaturated fats and increases the HDL levels and lowers the LDL levels from the body. It is useful for our health. Now, what is LDL HDL ratio? Doctor always check our LDL HDL ratio. It must be 3:1. If this is the normal LDL HDL ratio, if any persons have the LDL HDL ratio 3:1, then that persons have less chances of the heart diseases. Now, what are the precautionary measures you have to take? Nature always provide us the cis fatty acid because the cis fatty acid is good for our health. Therefore, you must prefer the oils or fats containing the cis fatty acid because the trans fatty acids are bad for our health as it increases the LDL level. If the LDL level increases in our body, there is the chances of development of the heart problems. After overheating of the cis fatty acid, it directly converted into the trans fatty acids. Overheated oils does not prefer because it increases the LDL level. We know that LDL is harmful for our heart problems. Now, oils on basis of unsaturated. These are the tables which shows the classification of oils on the basis of unsaturation. As we move from the left hand side to the right hand side, the unsaturation in the oils increases. More unsaturated oils or polyunsaturated oils are good for our health because it increases the HDL level. Therefore, you must prefer the oils which contains the polyunsaturated oil. This is the main message of this lecture. Thank you very much for watching my video.